Hello, this is Rewinded Reality, and today I'm going to be playing a little bit of Power Wash Simulator. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to continue to play the campaign. So I've gotten the park a little bit of the ways done, but it's not all the way. I got all the floor done, I know. So, alright, here we are. And as you can see, I've cleaned a good amount of stuff. But I still have a good ways to go here. So I guess I'll just start on the slide. How do I crouch again? Shift. Sometimes you get these angles that you can't really get either this way or this way. So you just kind of gotta settle for one. If you know what I mean. This video might not be for everybody because it's going to be just a lot of power washing, and I know that gets kind of boring. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to cut this video up or if I'm just going to leave it as just power washing. I know it's going to be easier, but I don't really know which one I should do yet. So we'll see about that. Just cleaning away. Just doing my job. My lonesome, sad job. Which is one of the most uninteresting jobs on the planet. Just doing my tedious, long, extremely tedious job. Slide's almost done. Just need to find that last little bit of dirt. Always seems to be hiding around. Yes! I did it! I'm number one. I'm a number one. I cleaned the slide. 'Cause I'm the best. I definitely know what to talk about. You know, I've been trying to run lately. Go on like these runs. And it's just, it's really hard. It's a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Just going on runs. Cause I don't want to get fat. So I'm into going on these runs. But these runs are so dang difficult that I'm considering just like letting it go. Just being fat, you know? But then I'm like, no, you can't do that. Cause that'd be stupid. And so I keep doing it. Even though I don't really want to. I just do. Do 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 do. Maybe I just don't really have enough interesting stuff going on in my life to be able to talk. Because I feel like I'm not talking enough. And I feel kind of bad about that. But there's just nothing to talk about. And when there's nothing to talk about, that's how it is. That's the way I've been for a long time in my life. Just, if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. And that's it. But some people, I feel like, don't get that. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong. Or maybe I'm not, I don't know. But talking is a really hard thing for me. I'm gonna need a ladder. Oh yeah. What should I do next? You know, my friend told me that this was his favorite game earlier, and he made this game sound so nice. And even now, I'm having a little trouble playing it, because it's just, sure, it's satisfactory, but it's just a little boring, to be honest. I'd rather play something that has a little more spice to it. But I get it, you know, this game is definitely one of the greats of video game history. That can't be denied. I can see the appeal, you know. It's a game about just washing stuff, and some people need that simplicity, you know. Is that getting everything? Yeah, mostly. You know, I think I'm gonna leave this video uncut, because, and here's the reason. I don't, I don't think my friends will watch this. That's why. I don't think my friends will watch this far into the video. 'Cause it's boring, you know, it's just power washing. And I don't think they'll make it to this point even. You know, and that's kind of comforting, knowing that they're not watching. Unless they are. But, you know, I feel like I can say a bit more if they're not watching. There we go. You know, I think I'm just gonna stick with the yellow one. Because, you know, it takes more time, but it gets the job done right. I don't have to go back and look over stuff. No, this is something I truly believe what I'm about to say, is that I don't think AI could recreate a video like this. Sure, it can do the power washing part, but I don't think AI could make a video where a dude just talks about random stuff. Maybe it can do a let's play, and maybe it can do horror game commentary, and maybe it can do all that stuff, but I don't think it can recreate a video where there's just a guy just saying something every once in a while about his own life. You know, I just don't think there is that, or that can be. Ooh, listen to that sound. Where is it? Never mind. There was a sound. It's gone now. In this obsession with the things the world says make us happy. That's one of my favorite songs right there. Comes on the radio every once in a while. Where is my extension? Where's my super suit? You see that number right there in the top left? It says 77% clean. Now 77 is my favorite number. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right and that God's watching over me and that I'm not alone. You know. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like I'm gunning down the Nazis. This guy's got some air, some hops, some leaps. All right. Even now, as I sit here, I'm starting to feel like stressed, like I'm not doing enough. It's just angering sometimes. Ah. Kind of scared me, to be honest. I did not see that text message coming. Who's coming? Let me see it. If you're coming right now, let me see it. It's one of my favorite Markiplier clips right there. I'll never be as famous as Markiplier. But who cares, right? I'll have my own slice of the pie. I don't have to have the whole thing like he does. Right? It's not about the fame for me. It's more about I can't do it. But I can do it. That's what's so infuriating. Where's the dirt on this thing? There we go. I guess the white one has its uses. My mom's gonna be home early tonight. Kinda makes me mad. There we go. Whew! Man, that one was a big one. Can't see the slaves we are, and all the searching, all the grasping. Oh yeah, Mario time! Woohoo! Really hope I don't get copyrighted for that. You know, we're gonna leave it in, because we're top G's. We roll like that. We do it up like that. Well, you see, there's this girl, right? I'll just tell you the whole story, I guess. So one day in my weights class, I was standing there and I noticed this girl. And this girl is a really pretty girl. And, you know, she's short. She has this kind of brown hair. And her name's Maisie. And I thought, something in me just told me, you gotta talk to that girl. You just have to. And so I did. I got up the courage and I went up and talked to her. And she's just the nicest girl. And she's so cool and awesome. And it just seemed like she was the one. She was just really nice. And so, you know, I don't really do anything about it, right? I just sort of let it go, you know? And later on in the year, I pick up a newspaper, the school newspaper, and I'm like looking over the front cover of it, and I'm like, wow, that's a really nice design. Whoever designed that front cover is really good at art. And I thought it was just the nicest picture I'd seen in a long time. Much better than anything I could ever draw. And so I look at who drew that. And lo and behold, Maisie, last name. And I just thought, well, shoot, she drew that? That's such a nice drawing. And so I thought, well, I think I might have liked this girl. Maybe I'll find her in the halls and strike up a conversation about it. And so, you know, I do. I head over and I'm walking to one of my classes. I see her and I'm like, well, hey, Maisie. And she's like, hey. And I'm like, I saw that picture you drew on the front of the newspaper. It's really nice. And she says, thank you. And so we keep talking. And, you know, the conversation goes away. And, you know, a few days pass. And then I'm like, you know, I think I'm going to get her number because I want to get to know her better. And so one day in the hall, I ask for a number. And she's like, sure. And I get it from her, and and we start talking over the phone. And, it was around this point, I could sort of see she wasn't all that into me. And, you know, But something in me just kept telling me to go after her and to keep talking to her and to keep pushing. And so I did. I just kept going after her and talking to her, and I kept telling her things about myself and asking her things, and eventually she told me, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And at this point, it's over, right? But I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't let it go. And so what I did was I prayed about it. I prayed a lot about it. And don't worry, the story's not over yet. And one day, this was months after all this had went down, I'd been praying the whole time that she'd love me. And I was on a camping trip, and I was laying down on my cot, and I just had to pee so bad. It was in the middle of the night. I woke up. It must have been 2 in the morning in this wall tent on a cot, and it must have been 2 in the morning. I wake up and I have to pee so bad that I just can't hold it. And I get up and I walk out of the tent, and I walk over to a tree and I start going, and I look up in the sky and I see an M in the stars. You know, sometimes you can see those lines connect between stars. And I saw an M in the stars. And my first thought, it wasn't even the girl. It was about Mario. Because I love Mario. And I love Wario too. And I thought about those guys while I was peeing. But then, like, I guess I need a little help. And I thought about the girl. She just entered my mind. And, her name starts with an M. And you know, I'm thinking about her. I'm looking up at the stars, and lo and behold, a shooting star goes right across the M. A shooting star. That's the truth. That's what happened. So, as any guy would, I go and tell all my friends, and like, hey, this crazy thing happened to me. And I knew from the start that none of them would really believe me. But, and of course they didn't. Not one of them really believed me. They all just said, well, whatever, just something that happened to you, right? Like, who really cares? Sure, maybe a shooting star did go across that M. I believe you, but, you know, that's stupid that you think that means anything. That's what they told me. They tell me it doesn't mean anything. That I should move on. And that it was just a coincidence. But you know, it wasn't a coincidence. Stuff like that doesn't just happen. And so I keep reaching out to this girl, and she just isn't responding to me. And you know, that's where the story is right now. I couldn't tell you what's going to happen. I couldn't tell you if I'm crazy or what. But that really happened to me. And I can't help but just believe in that star. That one day this girl will just magically come back and love me. I know that's craziness, but that's just what I believe. So yeah, there's that story for you. Nobody probably wanted to hear it, but there it is. Who really knows what's gonna happen? As for me, I believe. I believe that something will happen with that star and that it'll lead to something. Nobody else believes me, but something in me just still believes. That's just how it is. anything that happens after this video with this girl, I'm gonna give it all to God. Because nothing I've done up to this point has helped in any way. And there's no way I could ever get this girl without God. So I'm just gonna give it all to God. It's His, really. Dang, I did not make that jump. It's all for Jesus. That's what everything is, really. Whew. Dang, man. Oh my gosh, that what's been like coming up on the bottom of the screen is picking up equipment from all the way over here. Oh, no way. No way. I can pick that stuff up from here. That's crazy. That's a gross sound. Oh, I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh, jeez. That took so long. Thought I was never gonna finish. Oh my gosh. It's done. It's done. It's done. Jeez. Now you can watch how I did all the floors. That made it look so easy. That was not that was not easy. Oh jeez. Well, alright. I think that'll be it for this episode of Power Wash Simulator. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you made it to this point in the video, I commend you. So, that'll do it. Today's verse of the day comes from Jonah 4. I think I'm going to read Jonah 4:3. Therefore now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. Then the Lord said, is it right for you to be angry? So that's all for this verse. I know it's short, but it's got a lot of meaning behind it. I encourage you to read the entire chapter, the entire book of Jonah. It's really short. It doesn't take that long, so all right, bye-bye.